Good afternoon, judges. My name is Cody Nolan, and I work with United Way of Northeast Louisiana. I really appreciate you taking the time to click on this video and give me just a few minutes to tell you about United Way and what we're doing in the community. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for your leadership in the community. It's very important to us at United Way to spend time with and meet with the leaders in our community and build a relationship and build trust with them, because we found time and time again that having that support and trust from our leaders trickles down into the community and throughout organizations. And if ever an employee or a friend of yours needed the services of United Way, they'd feel confident turning to us. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is we actually do. Some of you may have heard of 211, and that is a service provided by United Way. So it's a phone number you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get connected to community resources. So some examples of why you would call 211 are maybe you know someone who needs information about COVID, where to get a vaccine, if they need a booster shot, or what the current mask mandate is. They can call 211 and find out that information. Or maybe you know someone who's facing food insecurity or housing instability, and they don't know if they might be evicted next month. They can call 211 and get connected to agencies that can help them in those situations. And finally, you can call or text 211 if you know someone who's been affected by the opioid epidemic. And so many of us in Louisiana know someone who's been affected by that. And they can get connected to resources like treatment centers, support groups, counseling, family support, and all kinds of other things that can help them. We also are committed to children and youth and helping them to be successful in school and in life. One of the most notable ways we do that is through our program, Read, Learn, Succeed. Many of you have probably heard of that. And that's where we pair a volunteer with a second or third grader who's struggling with their reading skills. And they work with that volunteer throughout the school year to improve their reading skills and comprehension. And the goal is to get those children closer to reading on grade level so that they can make it successfully to the next grade and on to graduation and into gainful employment or college and become successful members of our community. We also do some other things with children, including the Backpacks for Kids program with the food bank, which is funded by the United Way of Northeast Louisiana. And that makes sure that children go home over the weekend with food if their family's facing food insecurity. We're also committed to creating access to opportunity in this region. And we do that through our work with our over 40 partner agency programs, things like the Council on Aging, the Boys and Girls Club, the Food Bank, as I mentioned, and many, many others. And we also have a program called Dollars and Cents, which is really fun for people in the community. And it's where we go out to high schools and do a simulation of giving them a salary. And it teaches them about how to spend money wisely and good financial habits. And we work with financial institutions to do that. And the kids really enjoy it. The people who volunteer for it love it. But it's just a really good exercise to help build those skills that are going to help students become successful adults. And unfortunately, because of COVID, we've kind of had to pivot with that particular program. So we have worked with ULM to develop an app so that we can, get that out to students safely. And hopefully having an app will enable us to reach even more high school students. Finally, we're also committed to a safe living for people in Northeast Louisiana. And one of the ways we're doing that is working with the Wellspring, and we have started funding a portion of their counseling services, and we're also working with them on an awareness campaign. Did you know that every 73 seconds, someone in America is sexually assaulted, and every 9 minutes, the victim is a child? That's a grim statistic, but we want to do everything we can help. And so we've equipped 211 to field calls where a person is facing domestic violence, sexual assault, or mental health crises, and they can quickly get in touch with the proper agencies to help them with that. So I want to give you all the opportunity to be a part of this lasting change. What you do in our community is so meaningful, and you're partnering with us without even knowing it. We want to see people have a second chance. We want to see people succeed. We want to see people be the best members of our community that they can be. And we're doing all that we can to achieve that. And so I'd like to use this opportunity to ask for your support in making United Way your charitable contribution for the year 2022. We have several ways you can give. You can give a one-time donation, and we also offer the option to do payroll deduction over the year, and that would start in January of 2022 and end in December of 2022. It's a one-year commitment, and then we'll come back next year and ask you if you'd like to do it again. If you do choose to do that option, you could speak to Julie Cunningham about how to go about it. And I did also want to extend that invitation to you all, as I do with all of my leadership in the community, to take the opportunity to be a leadership giver. On your pledge forms, you'll see our various leadership levels. And if that's something that, speaks to your heart to, work with us in that way, then please, fill out that pledge form. Well, I thank you so much for listening to us, and I hope that you support United Way in the future, and that you will do everything you can to share our message of what we're trying to do with the community. Thank you so much.